LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return, but I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the General Hospital recap for April 10th through 14th.
Yeah.
Like, really?
It just felt like a long week.
That was it?
They dragged
There really was no end to the nurses' ball.
There was no end to the nurses' ball.
No end. There was no remembrance.
They didn't even show their goodie bags.
No. There was no corporate sponsor.
Yeah.
Hey, but Sam explained that one away to Cody with they all pay for it, so I'll give them that we didn't have the Oil of Olay and Oikos. And geez Louise, John Stamos was the spokesperson for Oikos for the longest time. I don't know if he still is. That would have been the year to have Blackie come back.
That would have been the year to have
And you could have had him eating Oikos in the background or like in the backstage. He could have been like, oh, I love this stuff. It's so good.
Yes, they wrote the selling wording so great for those products. Just randomly, I washed my face today with some Dove body fix.
There were some, though, that they did really well with the, oh, here, your lipstick needs touch up. And they're like, oh my gosh, I love that shade. Because that's a natural conversation
that is
we
a
would
natural
have.
conversation.
Yeah, but there were some that were,
those body wash ones were just hysterical.
you were just expecting them to like do the old 50s, look at the camera, wink.
Exactly.
You know, with the little glistening sparkle or whatever.
Go get it at Target today for only $3.99
with coupon. We didn't have any Port Charles pipelines, but I did have a correction. I was trying to think of what musical I was thinking of with Valentin and Anna's dance number.
Okay.
And I think what I was combining somehow was there is a part in Singing in the Rain where Gene Kelly does a huge dance number with all these girls and everything, and it's separate from the movie, so it's kind of out of place. But I think what I was really picturing in my mind was Tony and Maria from West Side Story when they first meet at the community dance. They see each other, don't speak, everyone else in the background fades away, and they dance.
Okay.
So I think that's what I was thinking of. So then, obviously, I had to Google things. And
oh no, now she doesn't remember what she Googled.
No, Riff. I couldn't remember his name for a second because I'm like, oh, I'm forgetting his name. Riff, the leader of the Jets, was played by, in the movie, Amber Tamblin's dad.
That is so crazy.
Amber Tamblyn, the original Emily Quatermain. It all comes together. There was something else that I read, too. Somebody else was in that movie.
You didn't tell me somebody else. You only told me about Amber's
dad. I did know growing up, Macaulay Culkin's dad was the little boy that caught the basketball when they were playing in the opening sequence because my teacher told us that when we watched it in music class.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See? I was raised and educated by nerds.
Yeah, you were.
And this was pre-internet. So she just knew that.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I have so many questions now.
Yes.
I'm going to find her on Facebook and be like, excuse me, how did you know that? Wow.
It was probably in a magazine or something.
Maybe.
You like read back then to get all your information.
True.
Actual articles. It was probably in a People magazine or something. Fun fact.
Maybe.
I would like to know.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with this week, but, I like correcting myself. Or if there was anyone else sitting there going, oh my God, what musical is she talking about? That's the one.
The made-up one in her head.
It wasn't made up.
That one
But that's the style that I was admiring it from, was a fan of that style of musicals. Therefore, I liked that.
I'm glad that you liked it and that it
They
fulfilled
only wrote that
for
for
you.
me, so it's okay.
It's all right. I felt like I was watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So,
Max's mom said that she nearly, I think she said she spit out her drink, or like she laughed really hard whenever you said that. So,
well, thanks. I'm glad you appreciated it. Just that whole sequence, the way they went, I was like, where's the trolley? So,
I guess we can just go to Hulu headlines.
No.
Siri, shut up.
Siri's like, I found a trolley for you. No.
We don't have trolleys.
We don't need a trolley, Siri.
Hulu headlines.
Oh, this should be interesting.
On Monday, Michael updates Willow. Tuesday, Nina breaks bad news.
Oh, he updates her on what happened on the nurses' ball, and that Obrecht was
right.
But he doesn't actually know that she's gone. It would be Carly and Drew update Michael and Willow.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. On Wednesday, Dante reaches a grim conclusion.
Okay.
Thursday, Curtis supports Portia. Like, no kidding?
Like, what is he supposed to say to her? Oh, your kid's missing? I don't care. I'm mad at you.
Right.
And I don't know that he was really supporting Portia as much as he cares about Trina, whether she is his daughter or not.
And then Friday, Spencer issues a threat.
That was good. All right.
I guess we could just get back to the Michael updating Willow. You're right. He filled her in on the remaining nurses' ball because she had fallen asleep. And he told her about the magic wands. And she's like, big burly Yuri.
Very sad that she missed that. I was surprised.
But he recorded it for her. I thought that was sweet.
He did. And Michael is good with her, especially now that she's dying. Michael is good with her now that she's dying and doing nice things like recording the nurse's ball and getting her tea. That's what he got her when she had her breakdown.
Yeah. But Carly and Drew came to see them later. It was like later in the evening, but they came over to let them know. So little snafu. You know how Liesl disappeared? Well, we still can't find her.
She's like actually missing, not just off stage.
Yeah.
I still like that they did that. Not that I want Willow to die, because I don't, but I was not expecting Obrecht to go missing.
Mm-mm.
So that was a nice little surprise that they threw in there. And now that we heard Victor talk this week, it makes sense. I thought he was just stealing her because he was in love with her.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, he is going to take over the world and needs her to save his family. Sounds very simple. Like, here you go.
You know, well, I mean, she was part of what kept Robin alive.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, can you do that for us?
Okay, but here's what I don't get. I don't mean to jump ahead to this, but this is where we're at. He said, you're going to do it for us or your family is going to die. Well, isn't her family going to die anyway if you're like poisoning the whole world?
I don't know.
So,
yeah, I mean, I guess maybe he would save everyone, like save her whole family if she did it.
I don't know. He never said he was going to save her family. He said,
no, right.
I won't kill your family. Like, I won't seek them out to kill them.
Right.
If you make this. But it sounds to me like they're dying anyway because you're exposing them to whatever the heck it is that you're creating.
I'm really interested to see how this ties up because Laura has finally connected that this might have something to do with her past.
Finally.
You know, everybody in her life has now been targeted by Victor somehow.
And she's like, oh, wait, this may have something to do with me.
And she's trying to connect the dots. And I did like that this week they showed her on the Haunted Star and she's like, that was my wedding gift, blah, 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 blah. So do you think Ethan's on the boat?
I hope not.
I don't know.
I actually hope not.
Because he said that he has Ethan, though.
He does have Ethan, but I feel like that would be anticlimactic to have him on the boat because then he's just going to escape and help Trina And then it's going to be like...
No. Trina's got this. Trina's doing this on her own.
Well, that's what I mean, is I feel like if they have Ethan on that boat, we're going to turn this into a man saved these younger kids. And that's not what's going on. Trina's got it.
Oh my gosh. So she snuck on to the Haunted Star to follow Spencer. And she overheard everything that Victor was sharing with Spencer about his master plan. And he's surprised that Spencer's not all, yay. And so then she winds up letting Spencer know that she's there. And they're so cute. Because they're like, oh, yay, smooches. Okay, seriously, we gotta live, though. And so he causes a distraction by threatening to slash Liesl's throat, which I was not anticipating either. No, that was good.
That was good. And I think
Victor called his bluff.
Yeah. But I think that Liesl then got that they were on the same side. And she's like, okay, now we can figure out how to work together because you obviously don't want to be here any more than I do.
I have her burgundy dress in teal.
Oh, that's cool.
I have that dress, but it's in teal.
Huh. Did someone kidnap you and buy it for you, or you purchased it yourself?
I purchased it myself.
That's good to hear.
It's one of my skinny dresses that once I get skinny again, I will be able to wear again. Yay. I'm looking forward to it.
We should do the cooking show. You can wear it on that.
I'm like, hey, recognize this?
We are twins.
But so then Trina was able to get into the command room and found, I love that she was like, oh, please be what I think you are with picking up the phone.
Yes.
And then she was able to call her mom. And of course, everyone was standing around at the time. And Laura was trying to remember. So first, she's trying to guide Trina through reading. And she's like, look for like the screen that's going to have
the big circle
thing on it. And then she said, there'll be coordinates. And Trina's like, what are coordinates? Which, fair enough. If you've never done anything like that, you might not know.
Right.
However, and Laura said something about it. You'll see a series of numbers.
Mm-hmm.
She said, number, degree, by number, degree. And I'm like, you don't know to read that. If you don't know what coordinates are, you don't know to say degrees after.
That's true.
Unless it said that on the screen.
Right, and you did.
Or if it had the degree symbol to the right, to the top right, maybe.
I would assume that it had that symbol, but I also...
So I'll give her that, but I was just like, really? Nerd catch, sorry.
No, that's okay. I assume it had the little circle, but I don't know. I think I'd just read the numbers straight across.
Right.
If I didn't know.
Right.
But yeah, that was fun seeing Laura be like, okay, I know this place, so look at this, give me the information. And then Trina was trying to be smart and didn't take the phone, but she did take a radio. They noticed.
Curtis literally told you they will notice if you take something.
He was like, just leave it there and go hide. I also feel like, though, we've been on the Haunted Star before because we like to have people suddenly sleep over there and or be killed there. There has to be other rooms.
That is the room where Kiki died. That is the room where Carly walked in on Sonny and Nina. Yeah.
There has to be other rooms. So perhaps she can go find one of those other rooms to hide out in, and they won't think to check them because they're unaware that there's other rooms, apparently.
I did think it was funny that Victor noticed that the door was not bolted shut on the outside and blamed the guard. And he's like, don't do that again.
Yep. Because
Spencer was in the room. Thank goodness.
And he played it up perfectly. Like, I was getting a shower. I wasn't even attempting to touch the door.
Right. And he's like, can I just have some serious food?
How do you hire a chef for that boat? Hey, I'm kidnapping a whole bunch of people. You want to come cook for us?
Maybe he has a personal chef. I highly doubt that Victor cooks for himself. He has a personal chef.
Oh, he definitely has a personal chef. I just would like to sit in on that interview.
Maybe it's like the military where you're part of the military and some of the people in the military are the cooks. So part of his little, what is that called? Crew? Regime, thank you. Like his soldiers or whatever.
Yeah.
And he has made one of them into the cook. So they're part of his plan because they will also have to know if he wants them poisoned
or not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That would be a good job to have because then whenever they come and bust up the ring, you can be like, I was just the cook. I don't know what you're talking about.
I stayed in the kitchen.
I was hired to make some food for people on this boat. I thought it was a party. Murder mystery.
Yes.
There you go.
There we go.
All right. You're welcome, Mr. Chef. I just gave you an alibi. This week was so boring. I was sorry.
Gonna say, look at how spaced out my notes are, and it doesn't even barely goes on to a second page.
Mm-mm. Well, we can go back to Willow and Michael.
Okay.
Willow decided that since she's not getting the transplant, she wants to marry Michael tomorrow.
I did like that they showed her breaking down privately because that's what we do.
Yes.
And that was needed.
Mm-hmm.
Continue. I'm sorry. I was just thinking that because I really liked that. I hate that it was happening, but I really, really liked it.
Right. From the character that we know of Willow, that made sense for her to send Michael to get her another tea and then to sit there and break down. But then she pulled herself out of it and was like, okay, we're going to get married tomorrow. And so Brooklyn started planning it, and then she called Maxie, who showed up with her cute new hairstyle.
I know. Maxie's a brunette. I like how they transitioned it, too. I don't care if you're at the hair salon. Get over here. And they addressed it because there was no knot.
Right.
But they never... So Kathleen has let her natural hair color come through.
Mm-hmm.
And that hasn't been addressed, but that's okay. We don't have to justify when we do things like that, but I liked that. That made sense for Brooklyn and Maxie to be having that conversation.
Yes.
Wow, your hair's cute. We'll talk about it later, but here's the deal.
Mm-hmm. No, I liked it. I felt like it was a needed change for her. I'm used to her being a blonde, and I like that. But I felt like it looked good. Good for her. Change it up.
Yep.
Anyway, so they're planning the wedding, or they're starting to talk about planning a wedding, and then Michael comes in and hears them say that Michael might be upset. And
before all that, there was Sasha and Brooklyn counseling Willow.
Oh, yes.
To get to that point.
Right. I forgot Sasha was there. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
She kind of blends in lately. She needs her own.
She's getting her own.
All right. I hope so. Let's get her there. But anyway, she ends up deciding that she wants to marry Michael right away and thinks that he's going to be mad because he's going to view it as her giving up. And instead, he does come out and is all sweet and is like, no, I would marry you whenever you want.
But he does ask her, are you?
Yes. I mean, what's she going to say?
Right.
The person that's supposed to save me is missing. Am I giving up? No, I would still like to live, but at the same time...
kind of realistic on what we are dealing with right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have a secret donor you didn't tell me about? No. Okay, then. Gotta deal with the fact that this may be the end.
Yeah. Yikes. I did think it was sweet because Brooklyn was saying you're trying to carry all this on your plate and you and Michael should share a plate.
Yes, I did like her analogy for how life is supposed to be with a partner.
And sometimes the plate is more tilted one way than the other, but you're still supposed to share the plate. Only falls when one person doesn't hold on.
That is true. That is how plates work. What else happened this week?
Gladys went to the PCPD, can you take my statement? Can you take my statement? Can you take my statement?
So annoying. And Sam's totally onto it finally. She's like, you're quite eager to give this statement. Do you not realize that there is some crazy person kidnapping random people and taking them off onto a boat? They don't care about your statement. The bracelet's back. It'll all work out.
And Sam believes Cody.
Absolutely.
He called her and was like, seriously, I did not do this.
Well, again, if you just walk through the process, which she did, is he really going to hide it in his coat pocket?
Right.
No.
He's better than that.
You'd at least run it out to your car. Come on now. You're not going to leave it in a coat pocket and in a coat pocket of a jacket you haven't worn yet.
Oh, see, I assumed that he had and then went back and got changed and then went back and got changed into his...
No, because remember they were getting ready to go on and he came out and was like, can I have my jacket, please?
I thought that was after the performance. I thought that he had been in his tux because he was when he walked the red carpet. He was dressed, but then he had to get changed out of it to be a magic wand, and then he had to get back into his outfit. And he came in and said, "My jacket's missing."
Oh, see, I thought that was just part of what they were supposed to change into afterwards. I didn't think that was his original tux.
I don't feel like Cody's a 2 Tux guy.
That's okay. Valid statement. I like that 2 Tux guy.
But I mean, some, sure. You know, Lucy has worn 13 dresses during a nurse's ball. She's changed in between all of them. Guys really just have it so easy, though.
They really do.
There's it's a clip from Steve Harvey, and he tells guys, you need like a gray suit, a black suit, a blue suit, and I think a brown suit. And then he says, you know, get a white shirt, get a cream shirt, get a blue shirt, maybe? I forget. And then he basically says, between all of those, you basically get 70 different looks.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know how we get 70 different looks? By having 300 pieces of clothing. That's actually not accurate, because I do know someone who will redo your closet for you and do that for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She does your colors.
Okay.
So lets you know like what you should be wearing and what not. And then she helps you to minimize your closet. That way you are not wearing things. You don't have the skinny dress that is sitting in the back. And I really want to do it, but I don't. I feel like that's a mental thing that it's.
Yep.
But I love that dress. Like, I don't want to get rid of it, you know? So, but yeah, it's really interesting. Anyway, back to Cody and the tux. I don't feel like Dante believed him either.
No, Dante did not believe him. And that wasn't okay. They're good friends. He would be honest with Dante, I feel like.
And I feel like he knows enough to not trust Gladys. That's also his family.
Right?
He knows her history.
Right?
Why is he believing everything she has to say over Cody?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand.
And why aren't they just running fingerprints? Because back to your point, though, like even if he hadn't worn the jacket, period, since the bracelet had gone missing.
Right.
So that's 100% accurate. His fingerprints would have to be on it, right?
Yep. Yeah, he definitely did not have gloves to go with his tux, so he would have picked that up.
He wasn't dueling.
No.
And don't those things have like crazy clasps?
Uh-huh.
That's what the movies tell me.
Yes.
He's
And
he's not that refined.
That was a decent size bracelet, and I'm assuming, considering the amount of diamonds that were in it, that it weighed a good amount. That doesn't just fall off your wrist and you'd be like, oh, I didn't notice that was missing. You would feel it physically slide off your arm, and especially if someone tried to undo it and then take it off. Like, I don't know. That'd be like saying, oh, you stole my ring off my finger. No, that's pretty much impossible.
Right.
Because you feel that tugging sensation. You're not going to be like, oh, just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They got to give him a little credit.
They do.
And Dante should be questioning her just as much as he's questioning.
And I feel like if you are, I know he wanted the Ice Princess necklace because it was worth so much or whatever, but that was a legit piece of jewelry that was supposed to be his, the way he was playing it anyway. He's not a dumb thief, even if he is a thief. Where are you taking this bracelet? Anywhere around Port Charles and being, oh, here, I just want to... Your local pawn shop is not buying that bracelet.
No!
They're just
You
not.
cannot sell that on eBay.
No. So why would he steal such a hot item?
Right.
It just doesn't make any sense anyway around. So I feel like everybody should be able to say, yeah, Cody's not that stupid. He might steal a diamond earring that fell out or something that you could go make a couple $1,000 off of. He's not stealing a priceless bracelet that comes with a bodyguard.
And he could even, let's say that so I'm thinking about the movie Ocean's 8. It was the girls' Ocean movie, and the one girl made jewelry quickly out of all the diamonds, and so they all wore the jewels out. So if he were to, let's say, grab an earring, he could have a fake earring and say, oh, here, you dropped that, but also still be having the real one. Because I think that was, I don't remember if that's what they did.
I don't know, but that's
movie.
Plausible.
It's a good movie.
If you're
I like
planning it. If you're planning ahead to steal something, that you have a knockoff version to hand back to them, because then they don't think anything about it.
Yeah.
That in this circumstance, no. Everybody has to be able to say, Gladys, you're setting him up. There's no way that this happened.
I don't know.
I don't like when they make everybody around them stupid.
And they made Nina dumber this week, too.
I'll let you handle this one.
Just all the, help me find my Aunt Liesel, help me find my Aunt Liesel. And it's
like she lost her in a department store.
Uh-huh. It's the way that she's saying it. I mean, she's a strong woman. Like, she is a force. Yes, obviously, when things happen, you don't know how you're going to react and everything. But I feel like Nina would be, she would be
ideas.
Swimming out to the haunted star to find her.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Right. This is the woman that not only is my aunt, but she's also the person to save my daughter. Mm-hmm. I'm going to start brainstorming ideas. Even if I need to rent a boat and go out there and try to get her back, I'm going to do something. I'm not just going to whine at a man. Help me, help me.
Yeah. No, she and Carly have kind of been like, all right, so we're putting a hold on this right now, and we can fight after Willow's saved. Okay, cool, thanks. And I just love Sonny basically casually filling everyone in. Oh yeah, I knew that Valentin and Anna and Lucy were alive. They were in the ski lodge. They were my safe house.
Yep.
I know. And everyone's like, what? Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. Well, Jordan got into that with Laura. She's like, how am I supposed to share information with you when you haven't been sharing information with me? Mm-hmm. All these people I thought were dead, and you're hanging out with them in Sonny's safe house.
Yep.
But Laura was right. I couldn't tell you. It would have compromised everything.
Right.
So, sorry about your luck, Jordan.
I will give Sonny... So, Nina did go to Sonny and ask for help. And he was like, do you understand what you're asking?
Yes.
And she was like, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Right. When she finally put on her big girl pants and asked the question, that makes sense. Like, it is questionable to ask Sonny for help. When you finally get to the point to ask him, okay.
But I feel like that would have, especially where they're together.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that would have been her first go-to is, all right, Sonny, listen, I know there's a lot that I don't know about, but I know that you have Spinelli. I know that you have Brick. What can they do in this situation?
Mm-hmm.
She knows that, at least.
Right. No, if someone kidnapped one of my kids, I would go to whoever I know that has the most pull and be like, I need you to do whatever it takes to get them back. I don't need the details, but I need you to do whatever it takes. And that's the end of it. I wouldn't stand next to them for the first half hour going, help me, help me.
Right. I did think it was funny, though, as Jordan was putting everything together and how she kind of said that to Laura with and the deputy mayor's death.
Yeah.
You know, she was like, did you know about that? And I think Laura was like, I didn't know he was going to do that. I knew she was involved and stuff. But then
she should have made Jordan feel icky along with her and been like, I knew that she was working for him, but once I found out that they were lovers, I figured she was protected. And then Jordan could have been like, oh, that's so gross, along with the rest of us.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, he made a little bit of a naughty comment when he and Liesl were talking, and he said something about you can either have it like the easy or the hard way or something. And Liesl was like, hard. And he's like, there was a point in my life where that would have stirred my loins. I think that was my favorite line of the week.
That was a very good
because
line.
He was menacingly talking about his loins stirring.
Yep. Yep.
But then Jordan and Dante, how did they put together that Trina was probably on the Haunted Star? Because Curtis and Portia
calls were going.
Oh yeah, all the calls were going
undelivered. All the messages were going undelivered, and all the calls were going straight to voicemail. Yeah, and they knew that she had been with Spencer the night before.
They asked Joss. Yeah. They talked to Joss. That was it. Because I'm like, how? Because they went to go see Portia at the hospital, and Curtis was there. Poor Portia. I mean, you see them coming.
Yep.
And the look on her face. And all the no-no-nos.
I feel like she already had somewhat of an idea, though, because she had gone to Joss's dorm before that and been like, oh, where's Trina? And Joss said, oh, I told her that you were here, so she's not blindsided. And then she never came back. That's not like her to not say anything to Joss about where she's going to be.
Like, okay, cool. I'm not coming back. Let me know when she's gone. Maybe.
Right.
But at least there would have been a conversation, not just.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Joss did encourage her to stay, though, when she was there visiting.
Yes.
And then Carly goes and talks to Joss and tells about Liesel and Willow because Joss was getting ready to go over and babysit while they went to the hospital. Although, then, because earlier in the week, Sonny basically told Joss and Dex, so I've known about this for a long time.
Good.
How about you don't let it interfere your job and I will stay out of it.
Yep. He said, did your mother know about this? And she was like, yeah.
I wonder what he would have said if I think that if Carly did not know, I do think Sonny would have told her because of the safety issue.
Absolutely.
But with Carly knowing, he's like, and she's okay with this? And Joss is like, yeah. And then Carly yells at her when Dex was shot.
Yeah.
I understand she told her, you don't understand this life. But why are you surprised that he got shot?
Right. Do you know what he does for your ex? Come on.
Wait, remember, he's gotten shot a bunch too. I just thought that was interesting. Because you have to let your kids make their own decisions. And that's a big, big decision to put them. She was honest enough, I guess, with her past with Sonny and Jason, but maybe she should have been a little bit more. So here's the number of times they've been in the hospital. Here's how many shootouts. Here's all the. Joss is mature enough to. She already knows what she knows, and there's other stuff that she doesn't.
Right.
Maybe she should be brought in a little bit on what it really means to be with a guy in that situation. I mean, Carly's been with the more powerful, or the higher ranking.
Yeah. But
still, Dex is first line. Dex has a higher chance of being the first one shot at twice already. So.
No, I'm glad it's finally out, though, because I was wondering how long they were going to drag it on, that they had to hide it, because that was really annoying. That was where we were getting the scenes only of, we shouldn't be together. Oh, we're in bed again.
Right.
So I'm glad.
I'm going to make you asparagus.
I hope that there's some outside interaction now. And it'll be fun to see everyone else be like, wait, what?
Right. Well, she needs to tell Trina first.
Absolutely.
And then they can go public.
Trina's a little held up right now.
Just a bit. I will give her not telling Trina right now. Oh, but then Esme waking up to find out that Ace had been stolen because she had been conked over the head. Oh.
I did feel bad for her.
Yeah.
She does love that baby.
And she even said to Laura, I'm not the Esme that you're talking about. Again, even if I was, I think I would still care.
Right. It's my baby.
Yeah. And Laura was trying to comfort her. And she's like, nope, I'm going to work on getting that baby back for you. And Esme's blaming Nicholas.
Right. And she's like, no, I don't think this had anything to do with Nicholas or Spencer. This is just Victor because he's evil.
Yeah. And then Diane went to check on Robert while Anna was in surgery because they still care about each other, even though they're just, I think we've talked about this. Like Robert and Anna are the soulmates that are like the long life best friends. They're always going to care about each other. They were married for a minute, but that just didn't work. I don't mean like soulmates, but like obviously he's going to be pacing the floor whenever it comes to her. Yeah,
I feel like there's people that are meant to be in your life forever, but they don't have to be your spouse. And that's what they are.
Yeah. They're just besties.
Mm-hmm. Plus they share a daughter together, so.
But she tries to distract him by asking him, okay, so your job is literally to travel the world. Where do you go to relax? And just as he's about to answer her phone rings, and it's Sonny asking her to defend Victor's dude.
Yep.
And Robert's like, what are you doing?
She's like, I'm getting information that you can't get, because dude ain't going to talk to you. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go in there and offer to be his attorney, because it doesn't seem like Victor set him up with anyone, and then get the information that we need. So chillax.
Right.
Sonny was thinking ahead there. That was a good plan.
Yes. And then Anna gets out of surgery. She had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance, and then also had another one while on the table, right?
Yeah.
And Valentin,
okay now.
And Valentin's like, God's an Anna fan. It's like, yeah. Seriously, does anyone really not like Anna? I don't want an answer to that. You can email me if you want to. Just not going to.
I feel like anyone that doesn't like her is just a jealousy. It's not that you don't like her.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like you because I want to be like you.
Right.
Or you took the man that I wanted.
I was going to say, there's a lot of Holly Robert fans that don't like Anna because of that. There's a lot of Duke and Anna fans who, don't like the guys that she's with because they want Duke and Anna.
But even Holly has said herself, okay, that's all water under the bridge in the past.
Right.
We may not be going to get our nails done next week, but we're going to talk normal to each other because we're
grown women
fighting over a man anymore.
Right. So anyway, God's an Anna Devane fan. 2 thumbs up. That was just really sad though. Valentin just sitting next to her, waiting. And that was about it. Like, she woke up, everyone.
Yeah, she woke up and it's like, oh, yay, Anna's fine. And you're like, yeah, we knew that because they couldn't kill off Anna.
Oh, I was going to be mad if that's how Anna Devane went out.
My gosh, there was no way.
Victor Cassadine?
No way.
No. I am not even going to give a suggestion because I don't want the writers to even think about it.
Mm-mm. No, we have not had Anna for this long for her to die. Nope.
Just like Luke is not dead.
Agreed.
He is on that island that they are going to.
Yes.
You know I'm going to be a hot mess when that happens, right?
I know.
And if it doesn't, I'm going to be a hot mess.
I know.
Okay.
I'll bring some tissues next week. But really, was there anything else?
Finn chasing Gregory at the gym, talking about Brooklyn and Link. I kind of glazed out of that.
So Finn and his dad were like, Chase, come on, you should give Brooklyn another chance because you really like her and she's so nice and blah, blah, blah. And Chase was like, no, because she didn't write the thing for me to get back on the squad and blah, blah, blah. And so I'm unhappy. And then they were both like, yeah, but love only comes around once in a while. You should take it while you can. It's important.
I love how monotone you are giving us this update.
That's what it was.
Please continue.
And then Chase is like, well, you're one to talk. You should be with Alexis. And then Gregory's like, no, different situation.
I feel
Alexis
like we need
bad.
finger puppets right now. Like we need the little stage and finger puppets.
It was so like,
no, Dad, you should do the same thing to Alexis. Oh my gosh, you might be right.
Yeah.
And now they're doing push-ups.
Right, exactly. Let's get them on little equipment.
Sorry, my fingers are going up and down doing push-ups.
Little felt exercise equipment.
Do you need a Girl Scout project? Get them to make us little finger puppets, please.
I'm like, what is this for? Well, you see, I like to go on YouTube and have conversations with finger puppets pretending to be GH characters.
And for the temporary people, we can just use the popsicle stick.
Yes, exactly. Today's role will be played by blank popsicle stick.
I want to do it so badly now. Okay. Forget CGI. Forget AI. We get popsicle sticks.
Yep. That's what we're going to go back to. I felt like the whole conversation should have been in that tone because it was just, no, Dad, yes, this, blah, blah, blah. And then we do see, and I hate whenever they do it because it's already set us up. Like, we know what's going to happen already. And then they throw in that at the same time, Alexis is talking to Sam and saying, oh no, Gregory will never be my friend again. I messed it up. I'm never going to see him again. I'm so sad, blah, blah, blah. I overstepped. And Sam's like, you overstepping? That's surprising. And
Cue
then,
laugh track.
Right. And then she goes away.
Oh my gosh, we should take clips and add laugh tracks.
Yes. That would be funny. That would be funny. Our own voiceovers. And then,
little do they know.
Right. 5 seconds later, knock, knock, knock. Come in. Oh, look, it's Gregory. Because we all didn't know that was going to happen.
We can use a cotton ball for his hair.
I'll Sharpie out a couple extra gray pieces through it. Oh my gosh. That would all be way more interesting than what that scene was. That's all I have to say.
But I did like where Sam and Alexis were talking about, okay, so you're going to give me the information that you can, and I'll give you the information that I can without us necessarily stepping completely out of boundaries.
Yep. Oh, man. Okay. Is there anything else?
I don't think so. The only thing that we forgot to talk about with the Victor thing was that he actually did say that he would have Spencer killed.
Which didn't even make any sense, because Spencer's like, you're not going to kill me. I'm calling your bluff because you need me, because I'm the only adult Cassadine around that can take on this role. And Victor's like, oh, that's okay. I'm just going to raise your brother up that way. The baby is not even a year old yet. He's not even 6 months.
6 months old.
And you're going to raise him to be a Cassadine? Do you know how old you are? You are not Helena. You're not going to live to be 375. You don't got time to raise that baby.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. That's that.
That's that. And we're actually going to be kind of recapping. So we're only doing the first 30 years this Thursday coming up, because they had write-ups already, and the one for the last 30 years stopped abruptly, and I was not aware of that. So I need a little more time. But we're going to be re-talking about a lot of the stuff. We've already talked about the Ice Princess. We've already talked about a lot of the stuff with Victor Cassadine, but now maybe we will solve it.
Now I'm picturing Victor as a cracked popsicle stick, because he's like all old trying to raise this little baby. Anyway.
It's like that cartoon. I don't know if you've ever seen it. And it's like, we're going to the store to get our diapers, because the parent's so old that they have like the baby.
Yeah, I've not seen that show.
It's not a show, but it's like it was like a meme or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
You just had Victor all cracked and old. Anyway, okay.
Reality check. Reality check.
Yeah.
I don't really have. I don't know. It was a weeks. The kids were off for spring break, but the older girls still had to work. So Madeline spent a few days at her dad's house, and then she came home, and we just had chillax days. Let's not really stress ourselves about. She was redoing her room. She moved her furniture and stuff. And then yesterday she had a dance comp in Ohio, and they did well, so that was exciting. And she was all happy with that because she likes her dance stuff. But on the flip side of that, I had to take my mom to the doctor, and they said that she needs her pacemaker replaced.
Aww.
So anyone who believes in prayers, if you could give a couple prayers for my mom that she gets her new pacemaker and makes it through. She's almost 84, so I'm a little freaked out about the idea of her doing surgery. But
your mom doesn't seem 84, though.
She doesn't seem 84, but as they were running all the tests to see if she could get the pacemaker and where they are with that, they're like, oh, we're finding other little health problems, because my mom ignores everything or likes to self-diagnose. And so something will be wrong, and she's like, oh, no, it's no big deal, blah, blah, blah. And then after the fact, you're like, oh, wait a second, actually, we should have gone to the doctor. We should have done this. And so she has her doctor appointment on Tuesday to go over everything that they found on the testing that they did on Friday when I took her. And so I'm nervous to see what all they're going to say, because I don't like to believe that she's 84, because when her time comes, we'll be recording from our local psych hospital because I won't be able to go on. But all good thoughts. So I appreciate any prayers you can give.
Tuesday must be a big day. I have a friend having surgery on Tuesday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the surgery is good too.
Yeah. So for me, kind of the same thing. Not a whole lot going on. My daughter had off Monday and Tuesday, so she came to work with me. I went out to dinner with friends on Wednesday night to celebrate one of them turning 51. And kind of just A lot of basic life stuff and work stuff. Well, I guess that's life stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
Boring is supposed to be good.
Yeah.
So
I'll
maybe
take it.
That's where we're at.
Yep. So yeah, join us on Thursday as we recap the first 30 years of General Hospital and the part 1 of the 60-year recap.
You know, during all that time that we weren't even born yet.
Exactly.
Oh, it makes me feel young just to say that. Anyway, have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to peer54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Peer 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at peer54podcast@gmail.com.